from the UN, other religious organizations, and also sharing faith denominations, so that we can be together a symbol and a beacon of hope for these people. So we are very much in line with what you are saying. And thank you also for your reference to the Middle East Council of Churches. It is our great concern, together with the ecumenical family, the situation of Christians, and particularly Arab Christians in the Middle East. We are very concerned with what we have seen happening around. We are concerned about the statistics which we read. We are concerned about the political developments which we do see. And therefore, as the Lutheran World Federation, we have an ecumenical commitment through the WCC to work together in this respect. And this is about the Christian family indeed. And as you have well put it, about the specific responsibility which you have with your own people also, we do, of course, as a Lutheran World Federation, have a very special responsibility when it comes to our member church, the Evangelical Lutheran Church in Jordan and the Holy Land. And you know, we are blessed now that the bishop has been elected by the Assembly in 2010 with an overwhelming majority as our leader for the next 7 years when it comes to the presidency of the LWF. But I'm always saying, even without that special assignment which has been entrusted, our commitment to a vibrant Christian community of the Evangelical Lutheran Church in the diaconal ministries of schools and hospitals and vocational centers and all these activities, but also worship life. Because from where do people draw hope if it is not from the message of the resurrection of our Lord Jesus Christ?
I fully agree.
So we need to hold these dimensions together, and so we see there a very special responsibility to support them, our direct family within the broader family, ecumenical family here. And that's then also part of my visit here, as you well put it, to show a sign of accompaniment, to show a sign of encouragement, to communicate that this church is not alone, that it is embraced by a confessional family like it is ours, but embraced also ecumenically. And for us, the Middle East Council of Churches, we do pray that it becomes strong and operative, because operational, because we believe that a strong Middle East Council of Churches is going to be the best way to address the challenges for the Christian family.
There's no doubt.
Exactly. So it is our prayers that that situation will improve, and that the ability of the Middle East Council of Churches to respond to the situation, to lead ecumenically in this context, to lead us in what needs to be done, that this facility and this capacity is going to be enhanced.
You have touched a very interesting point, the community of worship, right? And in this respect, it is our educational programs and systems that can be of great contribution, right? And here, I mean, all churches and our Patriarchate as well, we are investing a lot in education, despite our financial difficulties and problems, right? Because here, as you know, we as churches here, we have our problems as well with the political domain here, right? All sorts of pressures, difficulties, right? Anyway, now, for us, education is in the center of our concern, because this is the only means and the only way that we can really attain to our mission. And our mission as churches and church leaders, as Christians, is purely spiritual and religious, right? Now, we promote reconciliation. This is how I understand peace between the people here, the various religious communities, because at the end of the day, the conflict in its heart, it's a conflict not of culture, not at all. We reject this idea that the Russians they have introduced for their own reasons. I'm totally against it. There is no such a thing, at least here in the Middle East, right? For us, our mission is how to bring together reconciliation and how to cultivate what has been going through our presence here for 2,000 years. We've been living together with other religious communities, entities, etc., or other cultures, right? We have been living together. There was never any clash. Because at the end of the day, we as Christians, the basis of our faith is humility, not humiliation. Right?
Exactly.
So, we know that our way is the cross. Excuse me, δεν ήταν στην διάπτωση ποτέ. Απάντησε το λίγο. Έκλεισε. So, what I want to emphasize here, we have a real problem here with our educational system. Many families, they cannot afford to pay the tuition fees of their children. Now, on the other hand, the school administrations of the various communities, they have to run their educational programs in the proper way. I mean, also to keep the level of education and learning, right? It's very important. I mean, Christian schools here are considered to be prestigious schools because of the level of education, right? Now, schools here, they serve many purposes. One is education, is knowledge, and especially Christian schools, right? So Christian religion is very important to be part and parcel of the curriculum. The other thing is that in our schools, the vast majority, I mean in the Christian schools, whether here in the territories, in Israel or in Jordan, the vast majority of the school children are Muslim, right? So, which means the schools bring together people from the grassroots, children. So they grow up together. And this is why we are against any kind of the notion of clash of civilization. People live together. And they get to know each other without entering into the others, you know, what is your faith, how you believe this and that. You don't enter into theological, doctrinal conversations and argumentations. Right?
Yeah.
Now, this is very important because this brings familiarity. The one knows the other's culture, religion, symbols, etc.
Yeah.
The other thing, which is also very important, is that our schools provide jobs, and especially for the female society. You know, in our Arabic Muslim societies, female, whether we like it or not, has a special status, right? So which means a woman cannot just go and undertake or do any job. But for them to be a school teacher, it's a highly appreciative job, right? And there are many other things. I mean, the schools can offer all sorts of activities that contribute to coexistence, to symbiosis, and mutual understanding. So in this respect, with the permission of your bishop here, because you are under his spiritual, I think, jurisdiction, right? Well, this is how the church is functioning. I would recommend to you that a fund for tuition fees should be established.
To compensate the difficulties.
Yes. Now, this fund should be provide financial assistance for those who cannot afford, but not for those who want to go and study abroad. We should not encourage them. Okay, to give scholarships is another thing, but we want Christians to stay here, to remain here, and those refugees to be repatriated, right? But now the refugees, concerning the refugees, this will take maybe, I don't know, forever. Nobody knows what we are expecting, or what expects us.
Can we take some picture?
Of course. Don't worry. This is from Cyprus, Saint of Ireland.
Oh, shukran.
The bishop here gave us.
Thank you very much.
Shukran.
It's very nice inside.
Oh, very nice. This is for our office.
Yes.
For your office, exactly.
Oh, very special.
Very special. And you have here the Lutheran World Federation.
Right. But I don't want to take his task. You
No,
know?
no,
No, you don't have to. You don't have to. No, I appreciate again very much this opportunity. Indeed.
Yes, thank you very much indeed, and allow us to. Can I film it? But
Official picture.
Yeah.
Come here.
Tfaddal.
Please take a photo.
You don't mind to have the representative of the
Of
church
course,
of Cyprus.
he wants us to go to Cyprus.
Yeah.
He is also a flying bishop.
The flying bishop is.
He travels.
It's good I have somebody who's flying.